All right, good Tuesday morning, everybody. It is a beautiful start to our day. A little different than the last 24 hours. We had some cloud cover and some morning rain earlier yesterday. Now things are clearing out to a beautiful day as temperatures will be below normal for the end of March in the middle 70s this afternoon. Feel free to comment down below. We'll be talking about all things weather for the next 15 to 20 minutes before Ken's 5 News at noon. We'll be live there as well in less than half an hour. So again, feel free to comment down below if you have any questions regarding the weather. If you're traveling, if you're going across the state, across the country, we can always dive deep into detail regarding that. David, good morning. And it's going to be a beautiful day again. Temperatures right around 73 later on this afternoon under clear skies. All right, so we're less than 2 weeks away from the solar eclipse. A lot of folks are asking, where exactly is it going to be? Where's totality? Who's going to see the darkest part of the shadow? And this graphic right here, along with the other two after this, will answer your questions. You can see this particular line, the total solar eclipse, the path of totality. The middle of the path specifically will move through parts in cities like Eagle Pass, Uvalde, Kerrville, up into Fredericksburg, where that red line is. That represents the longest amount, the longest duration of totality, and more importantly, where the shadow is the darkest. And you'll see the best experience for the total solar eclipse. This is a closer look. So anywhere from Helotes towards Rock Springs, between there, Del Rio, Canyon Lake, that's where the shadow will be the darkest. And depending on where you are, again, the red line represents the middle of the shadow. In other words, the longest amount under totality. And, again, if you're watching from Uvalde, Lakey, Bandera, Kerrville, that's where you could see potentially up to 4.5 minutes of totality. The farther to the edge you get, like towards Rock Springs, northwestern San Antonio, you're still under totality, but for less time, the edge of the shadow. And that's where you typically pick up about 1 to 2 minutes of totality. And of course, that's going to vary depending on where you're at across San Antonio and across South Texas and the Hill Country as well. So Eagle Pass up to about 4.5 minutes of totality. Very similar numbers for Uvalde across Medina County. About 2 to 3.5 minutes of totality in Hondo. Again, this will be in a couple weeks on Monday, April 8th. That's when the solar eclipse will happen, right around 1 to 1:30 in the afternoon. Of course, it varies on time where you're watching from. This is for the metro. So from anywhere near Castle Hills, which will be about, let's say, 1.5 minutes at most, in central and western San Antonio, toward Helotes, about 2 to 3 minutes of totality, which the total solar eclipse will start at 1:32 in the afternoon and then last till about 1:35, 1:36. If you're in Fair Oaks Ranch, pretty good spot out there. Castroville and similar areas like Alamo Ranch, western San Antonio, about 3 minutes of totality at most. But on average, the closer you are to the line, about 1 to 2 minutes of totality. Now, if you're watching from eastern San Antonio, like Lavernia, let's say Seguin, all the way out near Seguin, maybe near Calaveras Lake, it won't be 100% covered, the sun that is, but you'll experience about 98 to 99% of the sun being covered. So even at that, the sun's so bright, it will still cause daylight to happen. So if you really want to get under the darkest part of the shadow, you're going to have to travel farther northwest towards like the Rim, Helotes, Fair Oaks Ranch, and towards Bernie. And just to reiterate, Kerrville is probably the best place to be for the path of totality on April 8th, 2024, in just a couple weeks. Outside right now, it is clear. It's beautiful. Temperature-wise, we're sitting in the 70s right now. Radar, it's clear across the state. There are a few showers entering New Mexico and north of El Paso. Otherwise, all the rain is moving away from us. You'll notice across the Midwest, the Southeast, and even entering the Carolinas, pretty good rainfall and some storms out there. Now moving through Mississippi, Alabama, more into Georgia and Atlanta, right? Carolinas. And if you look closely, I'm going to zoom in. This is all attached and stretching and stemming from this dynamic area of low pressure, a storm system, which, by the way, at the end of March, causing some snowfall for parts of Minnesota. The Great Lakes, Iowa, towards Wisconsin, Lake Michigan, near Chicago, very similar conditions as this system moves farther east. Back here at home, it is clear and it's very comfortable, right around 59 at Stinson. So at the moment, a little chilly. Winds are light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Air is comfortable, but that northeast breeze making it a little chilly outside. But again, temperatures will recover into the 70s this afternoon. 54 at Bernie, 63 at Pleasanton. We have 56 at Hallettsville, near 70 in Del Rio, 72 at Carrizo Springs. So this is cooler than normal. You know, we're in the end of March. We're already in spring. So these morning lows that we're going to experience for the next couple mornings, more winter-like, but the afternoons are trending right around average, which, by the way, average high this time of year is about 76. We'll be around 73 this afternoon, and then closer to that average number by tomorrow and Thursday. Here's your forecast, maybe near 80 in some locations like Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass, Del Rio. A mixture of clouds and more sunshine, if anything, this afternoon. Tomorrow morning will be chilly, a lot like this morning. Probably some upper 40s, lower 50s around the San Antonio metro. And this model does paint a few showers and maybe an isolated storm tomorrow morning near Del Rio, Rock Springs, Uvalde, and Eagle Pass. Rain tomorrow morning overall will be isolated, I think. It's only accounting for about a 20% chance at rain. But overall, between now and tomorrow evening, just spotty activity. The rest of the 7-day as we progress into Easter weekend looks pretty good. Temperatures right around normal starting, let's say, on Friday, a low of 53 to a high of about 79. Saturday and Sunday for Easter weekend, if you have plans outdoors, it should be nice. It will be a little warm on Sunday. You know, high temperatures will be pushed in the mid to upper 80s, maybe near 90 in some spots next Monday. But Easter Sunday, plans should go off without a hitch. Mostly dry, high near 85. But enjoy between now and Thursday. I would say ideal, perfect weather. Mornings chilly with highs in the upper 70s, right around 80, 82 on Saturday, and 85 on Easter Sunday. That's it for weather, guys. We'll leave it on the forecast a little longer, but for now, we're going to get ready for the noon show here on Ken's 5, which will be in about 20 minutes. Tune in to Ken's 5 News at noon, but that is the forecast, guys. Aside from a spotty shower, an isolated storm out west tomorrow morning, rain chances will be pretty slim in the forecast. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you later.